Yes, hello and welcome to another vlog from Benna Rider. First of all, thank you very much to Grupo Playcar in Malaga for this test ride. They have quite a lot of Chinese cars, and they have a lot of Chinese motorcycles, and they have also brand names here like MotorHispania, Lambretta, Mondial, Wotan, and so forth. And this is the MotorHispania VIRO 350, or also on the side here it actually says ADX 350, and it leaves a very good impression for me here. We have 4 colors in this year. We have this wonderful red, looks really nice in the sun. We have a blue, we have white and black, I think. It has a wonderful price here of around about 5,000 euro, including the registration and including the top box, which is an SH39 from Schott. And yeah, that's everything here about this scooter. Let's get to the controls, the display and the storage space. So on the left hand side we have the brake lever for the rear disc brake. It is adjustable in 4 positions, and as you can see here, maybe we also have a parking brake lever. I can pull the parking brake and put this in the yeah, sorry, it was a little bit difficult to do with only 2 hands, but now I have set this little lever here, so meaning the parking brake is actually activated for the rear disc brake. If you put it on the side stand, it will not easily roll away. So if you just want to release it, you just go like this, you know, you just pull it towards you and then it's released. It's a very easy mechanical design, but very effective, I would say, and a very nice feature to have. Anyways, here we have the passing light switch, we have the high beam low beam switch here, we have the turn signal switch here, we have the horn here. Yes, it doesn't work now because we have to turn it on. Let's turn it on so you can hear the beautiful horn. Sounds a little bit strange to me, but okay. On the right hand side we have the brake lever for the front disc brake, which is also adjustable in 4 positions. We have a hazard light switch here, we have a TCS switch on off here, and we have a starter switch on this side. When it comes to the display, it is fairly simple, I would say. It is kind of an old-fashioned LC display, 7-inch. You can see everything okay, really nicely when the sun comes from the rear, but from the front and side it's okay. But yeah, these are not one of my favorite displays, to be honest. Anyways, we have all kinds of indicator lights here on the side. As you can see, for example, the hazard light you can see very easily. In the display you can see on the left hand side the clock, then on the right hand side we have the outside temperature, then underneath we have the speedometer, on the left we have the fuel indicator, on the right hand side the coolant indicator, down below we have the trip and the odometer. You can switch the trip A and B, you can reset the trip, and you can also change kilometers to miles per hour, but that's all the function it has here actually. Yeah, in the middle I wanted to point out we also have a regular USB connection right here, which is kind of nice. We have the regular key switch here, well, not regular because it is a keyless go system. You have the key here, it looks like this. You can also open the seat actually with a middle button here, which is pretty neat, but the ignition has to be in the off position. We have cubby holes here, like you have to open them like this with these little levers there. Inside we have these main breaker switch inside, and also we have a 12-volt connection. I think that at least that's what it looks like, and it actually says like cigarette lighter on it. I just looked at it. So that's kind of interesting if you actually have also a 12-volt. Nowadays not so common anymore, so I will close these up here. Yeah, that's everything. In the middle, down there we have the fuel tank, which is fairly big, 17.4 liters, I think. Pretty big for a scooter like that, or for anything actually for that matter. So to open up the seat, you either use the ignition switch, or I like to use this middle button here, which is very convenient. You open up the seat here, and this is what it looks like. When the seat is open, it is spring loaded. Yeah, I think so. At least a very light spring lets it leaves it open a little bit. We have space for one full-faced helmet in the rear, minus a Shark Spartan size M, and it fits. I will put the picture on the video for you. In the front, for a very small, teeny tiny jet helmet, we have space. And yeah, here's the space for your regular full-faced helmet. We also have a courtesy light, as you can see there, which is also a plus, definitely. And of course we have the in the price already included shot top box, 39 liters here. We open it up like that. How do we open it up? And this is what the shot top box looks like. So when it comes to me, I can put my helmet in the front. I can also put it here or put groceries here. It is a pretty practical scooter. So we're sitting on the MotorHispania ADX 350 or VIRO 350. We turn it on here. There you go. Keyless go, and off we go. TCS is off. I turn it off. Okay, we have a regular switch here. Turn it back on and start it up. And we can go. From sitting on it, the seat height is fairly low when it comes to the specs, but in real life it is okay. The seat seems to be very plush actually, and there's a very big here in the rear, the lumbar support, which is very, very high actually. So the other person in the rear sits very high, and if you're wearing a backpack, the backpack sits nicely on the rear or in the passenger seat. It is unusual for me because, you know, who is actually fumbling around with my backpack, but yeah, it is not too bad because the backpack sits on my seat. That's quite nice. The seating position is like the regular seating position here on a scooter, but you can also put your feet to the front. Actually, it feels better than any other brand scooter with the feet to the front. I am 175 and I like it much better than on any other scooter like the X-Max or the Forza. We have 27 horsepower here. And it is not too bad. Yeah, the display is a 7-inch LC, inverted LC display. Unfortunately, it is not TFT. It does not have any connectivity whatsoever, unfortunately, but I mean everything is can be easily read on the display when the sun comes from the rear, much better than from the front. We know these displays already for a long time. It feels very, very nice here to ride in the corners. I mentioned that already in my German video. It feels very, very nice, very solid. Although it has a 14 and 13-inch tire, it feels very nice, and it gives you a very good feedback here. The mirrors also are nice. Sometimes the mirrors are shitty, but these are nice. You can easily adjust them. Everything is nice. Let's do the 0 to 100 on this 350 here. we go. It felt very solid, very good power from the beginning. Although I had the impression here when I come up the hill that it lacks a little bit of power. But I mean, it only has 27 horsepower compared to the 30 or 31 from X-Max and Forza. But here on this stretch 0 to 100, it seemed very, very fast. I had the impression. Let's see what the numbers said. I don't know yet. Let's go up the very steep incline here. Yeah, the suspension is kind of hard, but it feels okay, feels good. We have a full throttle here going up the incline here. Actually not too bad. Still full throttle. I just want to show you how it acts on 3 to 4 degrees of incline here. Still full throttle, and I will take it back now. And yeah, it is a very solid performer here on the freeway, on the highway. It's very, very stable, no bunny hopping of the front tire. The only problem we have with the windscreen, it's only adjustable in 2 positions, and that's more or less the angle and not the height. So this is the angle here, and we have another angle closer to me, but this is the best angle I think for the for higher speeds. But it barely goes above my helmet. I am 175. So if you're taller than me, you might have to duck into the windscreen a little bit to seek shelter from the oncoming wind. The TFT display, as I said, yeah, it's you can see everything. It's not the newest edition, but everything is still fine, I would say. And for that price, definitely very interesting, because we have 5,000 euro on the road basically, including the top box 39 liter, which is also not too shabby. You can put another full-faced helmet in the top box, one underneath the seat if it's small like mine. And yeah, it rides really nice here, to be honest. It really rides nice. And according to the specs, I don't know if that is true or not, we have a fairly large tank of 17 point something liters, which is quite a lot. Apparently it uses about 3.7 liters at 100 on 100 kilometers. And yeah, so I'm really positively surprised about this MotorHispania VIRO, I think it's called, or ADX 350. Very, very nice performer, very comfortable, lots of storage space, good price, and everything seems to work. We have dual ABS, we have TCS, disconnectable, we have this emergency brake assistance when you brake really hard, that the hazard light will come on automatically. And yeah, I think that's about it. I have this here from Grupo Playcar in Malaga. First of all, thanks very much to Grupo Playcar for this test ride here of the MotorHispania. I've never actually tried the MotorHispania before. They also have 125s, which I wanted to try out, but they don't have them. But here's the 350, very, very nice. I like it very much. All the thumbs up that I have for the MotorHispania VIRO 350. Thanks very much for watching. This has been a ride out. Take care. Bye-bye.
Cruising down the coast, sun on my face, on a brand new ride, taking my place. From scooters to beasts, every mile's a test. I push the limits, give you my best. Every twist